This is Clemhawks, folks. I'm Yak, ready to take you through tonight's edition of some just kidding, not Oilers hockey. What are we talking? Some Minnesota Wild hockey, friends. That's what we're talking tonight. Finally, for the first time this season, we get a chance to watch the Minnesota Wild on Clemhawks live all together after, a regular season there where things have not quite started out the Minnesota Wild's way, but at the same rate, too, we are now fully functioning into the season and ready to see what this Wild team can do. And with that, we will head on over to Gilles TV, who will give us some thoughts pregame as we get set for tonight's matchup between the Wild and the Anaheim Ducks.
It should be a good game. We got the Ducks who aren't playing to what they want to right now. And the Wild, it's a different forward group for them. A lot of young guys, both teams relatively young, and I'm looking forward to seeing what both teams can do.
Well, and tonight, like I said, it's our first chance to look at the Minnesota Wild live here on Clem Hawks this season. We've been waiting to do that. I said we
Right.
were talking about the regular season, but you got to also make mention that we had a whole bunch of time covering them in the off season, whether it's the Liam Ogren draft pick in the first round, whether it's be anybody that we've talked about for the Wild over the past several months, Jesper Wallstedt to a degree. We are now fully into the NHL season, seeing what this Minnesota Wild team is, and getting to enjoy it now for the first time all together here on Clemhawks. I think number one that I just really got to ask is kind of what you expect based on us having watched the Ducks the other night, what we're going to see from the Anaheim Ducks tonight.
They're a pretty good defensive team. Will keep you to the outside. The Montour goal was a power play goal that was against them, which Gibson was screened by like five guys, some of his guys, some of Florida's. But relatively, they're good at blocking shots. You could tell they are missing Jamie Drysdale, though. And that's a key
Oh,
part of their defense. And it was a move bringing Klingberg in, which is really good. But with the Ducks, they keep you to the outside. They're more than likely winning the game.
well, that was one of the things you kind of watched that first period against the Florida and Ducks, and that's really all we watched of that game. And for the Ducks, right, it was a good period going their way, and just one play in front of the net kind of leads to something going in the back of the net, and that really was not, I don't think, the story of the game for the Ducks by any means. If anybody watched the rest of the game and could tell us, but that first period was fun to watch because it was two teams. I think everybody's expectations on the Ducks are a little lower than on the Panthers, but it was two teams doing the exact same thing to each other, and they dominated each other for stretches of the game, but no one really ran away with it in the first period, and that's what was, I think, really fun about it, was watching, like you said, them keep each other to the outside. It would open up for a second, and as soon as it opened up, it would close down kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. And with John Gibson, he stood on his head at the start there. And afterwards, it was Spencer Knight standing on his head at the end of that period.
And right, that's, I think, again tonight, I'm not sure who we have for the starting goalies between the Wild and the Ducks, but I'd expect we see somebody like Marc-Andre Fleury probably in the net for the Minnesota Wild, or do we
I
have some
don't
information there?
think so. They're on their back end of a back to back. Flurry played last night. I'm not too sure who their backup goalie is anymore.
It is the Gustafson kid out of the Ottawa Senators, if I'm not mistaken. As long as he is healthy, that is, if Fleury played the start of the back to back, that is who we should see tonight in the back to back this evening. And then, of course, for the Ducks, unless they were on a back to back last night, I'd assume we see, of course, John Gibson in net for another game in a row here on Clemhawks.
Yeah, I don't believe they were on a back to back. So they're fresher than Minnesota. I say John Gibson is going to be in there.
Well, and now we just await the game to get live on Sportsnet as we're just waiting for things to flip over here, top of the clock. I guess realistic expectations for the stream this evening, as I think on Dolly TV, I'm very often talking about the watch time and everything there. Kind of, what's your realistic take for how things get going here on Clemhawks?
I expect the game to be high pace. We had fun with the stream the other day, Clem calling that Brandon Montour goal. That was actually pretty good, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
But
it was real fun.
this is a learning curve for Clem and I since we don't really do broadcasting, as Amelia's just saying hi. But it should be a good stream, and I enjoy doing this, learning new things.
Well, and I think the big part here tonight too is just getting to enjoy a game, watching the Minnesota Wild, seeing what a Minnesota sports channel or what has been branded heavily over the years as a Minnesota sports channel gets to do for a Minnesota Wild game on YouTube. And second to that, I think what I'm looking for here is just following up on the success, obviously, of Clem's short. I know Clem's looking forward to joining us here about top of the clock just as we switch on the game. But Clem's really excited about having the chance to call some hockey by the looks of it. Obviously, wanting to share that clip of that goal you mentioned by Brandon Montour. So now I hope tonight we get a second opportunity here in the first period for him to do that. We can upload it tonight and we can really sit back and actually go out there and enjoy this. Just getting a chance to do what we all like to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's a learning curve, and who knows? Maybe back half of this season, he will be a monster at it, and he'll be calling Minnesota games by himself.
Well, and that's just it, right? I think everybody's credit it. The biggest thing we've wanted to see here on Clemhawks, and the biggest thing, if anyone who's followed us for a while is in the chat or in the room right now, is just it's one of those things we've just trying to build up everybody's confidence, build up everybody's specialties, and just go out and have fun posting YouTube videos. That's what got me back on Dolly TV this fall, is just having the fun out there posting videos. So that's what I'm really looking forward to doing, is just hopefully build up Clem's confidence to the point that all he wants to do is have fun, screw around on YouTube and post some videos like that short. That is a prime example of how to have fun on YouTube and post something meaningful at the same time. So that's what I'm really looking forward to, is hopefully Clem getting things going here and being able to rock and roll things for us here as it stretches along throughout the season. Sorry, we're going to lose you, Jelly, there just for a
Oh,
second
good.
because I gotta just flip things over. And there we go. We should be good to go. Just checking the health of the live stream right now. So far, our poll, if you're just tuning in, 5 votes 19 minutes ago so far. And right now, the Wild are leading 5 votes. Poll 80% of them. So that's where we're at right now. 80% voting on the Ducks this evening, folks. Good evening. Welcome into Clemhawks. We are about 5 minutes away from the top of the clock where we should be able to start watching the game over on Sportsnet if you're in Canada. I assume it's on ESPN Plus or Bally Sports if you're in Minnesota or Anaheim this evening. I'm not sure how national broadcasts work in the United States on a Wednesday night, but to anyone's messages in the comments, I would say we are not broadcasting the game. We do not have the rights to the game, and as a channel that makes money on YouTube, you physically cannot broadcast the game or you lose your channel. So unfortunately, that is just the way it is this evening. All right. Well, I think normally now is when Clem would join in and we'd be able to liven up the party a little bit more. It's difficult to do the old pregame when you think, okay, I've got enough content to fill that time. We can get it done, but also I love starting 15 minutes early just for the sake of getting folks in early so that they build up that audience throughout the start of the game. But right now, as it just currently stands, I think again quickly to you, B Jelly, is just how much it means to be able to sit here and actually do Minnesota sports on the kind of right. We've all kind of messed around with YouTube, but this is a channel where we've really branded around Minnesota sports for a while. How much does it mean to be able to sit here and talk Minnesota Wild for the first time this season?
Well, it feels great. It's out of both of our comfort zone a little bit with the team, but with Clem coming
Absolutely.
in, he knows some stuff, and it's like I said, it's a learning curve for us. And to start doing having the Minnesota game live tonight for us in Canada, it helps a lot.
Oh, and that's the biggest part. We looked at the schedule here, broadcast schedule up in Canada this evening, and it was kind of one of those tests of, okay, so who's on this week, who's on that week, and we looked at it, and Minnesota was on tonight against the
I think
Anaheim
I
Ducks, and
lost you.
instantly, did you lose me? Did
I
you
got no
actually
sound
lose me?
coming from you.
Uh-oh, hold on a sec. Let me try this. Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now? I can hear myself in your speakers.
I can't hear you, but the stream
Um,
can hear both of us.
okay, that's weird as it is, as it's saying I'm putting audio through the default real text. So let me go here, and oh, now B Gilles left the chat. So we're gonna wait for this to get going, and we'll see if he doesn't rejoin us here in a few moments. Sorry, folks. Just a little bit of a mess this evening, and that's really lovely that we had all the back end there, but we'll stick with us. Technical difficulties. We'll reinvite B. Gilly back into the chat here in moments, and he'll get back in and hopefully be able to hear us no issue. Never know what's going on in the back end of somebody else's side of the broadcast, but if you're just joining us, it's the Minnesota Wild, it's the Anaheim Ducks, top of the clock here. We're just waiting for things to get underway momentarily, and then we should be good to get some hockey here in a matter of moments. I'm Yak. Clem should be joining us here in a few minutes' time. Hopefully he'll be here in time to start the game, and then we can really get off and running with this hockey game all together for all of us, I guess you could say, because it would be really nice to see everybody join on in. And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself. There is Clem. Clem, how are you doing this evening? Rocking the Miami Marlins jacket.
Yes, sir. Doing good. Doing good.
Okay, good. So we just lost B. Gilly. So I don't know where he went to. I don't know if his internet just turned out, or we'll see what we can get back from him here in a moment's
Can
time.
I make myself
gonna...
bigger?
No.
I'm the tiny guy.
No, you're pretty big on.
Well, yeah,
screen.
you're big on my screen.
No, yeah, no, that's not the screen we broadcast off of. I promise.
No,
you.
but like I want to like record for the calls, so I can do it on my phone. Like.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think it'd be easier. I don't know. I'm going to be watching the game on my computer, so I guess I can record it on my phone. I don't know. I like this though, but I don't know.
There we go. There we go. We should be good to go, and this should work. Now, just
there, I can hear you now. We're good.
Both of you out, and we're just gonna pull you here. There we go. Cool. All right, the boys are live. We are ready to rock, and we are good to go here now. B. Gilly joining us. Sorry, excuse me. That's the Sloppy Joe's coming back up. B. Gilly joining us and Clem joining us. Clem, tonight the Ducks, the Wild. We've got about a few minutes before this broadcast gets going. Kind of your thoughts on what's happening in Minnesota Wild sports tonight for the Wild and Ducks.
Yeah, they need to play better. That's all I know.
It's a fair assessment. I love it. I love when you're so blunt, because it's never that it's an unfair assessment. I think it's just always a fair assessment that sums it up in one line. But yeah, so we're just going to flip over to the Anaheim Ducks versus Minnesota Wild broadcast now on Sportsnet. Clem, how are you watching tonight? Is it on Bally Sports, or who's got the game here? Who's got the broadcasting?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest.
All right. So we're just going to actually watch on Sportsnet the final minute 20 of the Penguins and Capitals as we wait for the Wild and Ducks to get underway here. Clem, did you get a chance to see the thumbnail on tonight's?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's a gooder. It's a gooder.
Let me go find it.
I'm messing around with my graphics designing here.
Dude, I told you to get Canva like a year ago, and you didn't do it.
Yeah, well, I got free Canva instead.
Canva is free.
Illegal.
The only thing you can't do with
illegal.
Canva is like get rid of the background or something like that. There's like one or two features that are like not free.
Now I tell you, you trade some favors and you can get some free Canva, the Pro Edition.
I told you to do this a year ago.
Yep, you did.
Anyway,
Oh,
before the game starts, can we take a moment to give Clem some props about that goal calling short video you did? That was pretty good.
That
Not
was-
gonna lie.
Whose
Yeah.
idea was this, by the way? I just want to put this out there. It was my idea.
I want to put out whose idea was it to upload to YouTube, though.
Instead of
Well,
TikTok.
I mean, whatever.
You can
They
still put it on TikTok.
No, man, you crushed it, dude. That
Put
was
it on
phenomenal.
TikTok, see what happens.
Yeah.
I have to make a TikTok. I'm trying to figure out how to record this. Do I record my screen and do I watch the game on my phone and then record the screen? Or do I watch the game on my screen and record on my phone?
For
Well, I
what?
think you could record on your phone at the same time, couldn't you?
What?
Oh, you're gonna
Can you?
record yourself game calling in case there's a goal, right?
Yes.
Just do it on your phone. I don't see what the difference would be.
I can do either. That's the I should turn on my light though.
I think your phone you can film in vertical video though, right?
Well, the point. I mean, yes. I guess that probably didn't do anything.
Penguins just won 4-1, by the way.
Yes, and Vancouver's making a comeback on Montreal right now. It is 4-2
Uh-oh.
now,
Oh,
So
and they have a power play with 7 minutes left.
I can either do vertical. Oh god, I guess you can't
Yep.
see it. Vertical, but it's still only going to be like half the screen anyway. Or I could do this 16
that's-
by 9, but then I do two 16 by 9s.
yeah. I don't know. I'd go vertical, so as you take up 2/3 of the screen, and then the 16 by 9 takes up 1/3 of the screen. I think what you had rolling for the last go really worked well.
This light is bad.
Yeah. Such is living in the semi-digital age, huh? But here we go. We should be getting to this Minnesota Wild game here soon. Folks, I promise you that. We should be ready to rock in a matter of moments here. We're just struggling along to figure out what's going to happen here as we wait for the broadcast to flip over. They've promised us the Minnesota Wild game in Canada. We'll see what happens. 8 votes for the Minnesota Wild tonight on the poll, 75% favoring the Wild on said poll. And right now we are crushing along here on the broadcast so far with 34 views on the stream. Thank you so much, folks. I think, what did we top out at? About 215 last time out. So let's try and match that in a period of play. And before the game even goes live, we're already, what would that be?
So
Over
I
10
can
people over
watch.
there.
I can watch the game on this laptop, record myself on my phone here, get
Yep.
Sportsnet data over here.
Sounds like a plan to me. If you've got it figured, I'm all here for it.
Dude, I can't wait for baseball season to do this, if I can ever do it.
I mean, if we would have ever figured this out during ball season, we would have been balling out, that's for
The whole
sure.
playoffs.
Yeah, the whole playoffs would have been deadly to have this. But hey, I think, hey, everything's in good time, right, boys?
Yeah.
That's the big part. But just quickly, for those just joining us here on the stream, we're up to 10 viewers, so this is a new max for a hockey broadcast. Oh, it's TNT. It is a national broadcast in the States tonight. Quickly, as we flip over to the broadcast, Clem.
We got a National League broadcast with the National League broadcaster. I'm making my debut, my NHL National League debut here on TV.
I love the enthusiasm.
I
man.
do too.
Oh, dude.
So this is
You
going to come
told
up with
me Clem
live
would get this
stats, right? On
Yes.
Sportsnet.
Yes.
So I'm going to see
If
the
you're
goal
live
before it
tweet.
happens.
Potentially, but then you know kind of what's going on.
A
Alright,
Fortress
so
native just scored for Montreal, and that should probably do the game.
Kirby Doc finishes off the game in Montreal. Pretty good that I know that, huh?
Well, there's still 4 minutes left, but it's 5-2.
Oh, okay. Clem, as we get set for tonight's game, welcoming in a whole ton of new folks to the stream, How excited are you to broadcast with us the first Minnesota Wild game live on Clemhawks?
I'm excited. I'm very excited. I don't know where I'm going to look, but we're excited. This is my National League debut. I've been studying. Basically means I've done no studying, but I do know Gibson is the goalie for the Ducks. So that's about all I know. And
we studied that last game.
Yes, we did. This was great practice. Zegras plays for the Ducks? Didn't know that. I know that guy. That's the cover athlete, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We know Kirill, though. Kirill's on my screen right now. He's looking good. Looking good.
We do know Kirill. All right, so as we get set for tonight's matchup, I think we'll go round the table and kind of ask, just because it's come up in the comments section, who's going to win tonight. Clem, I imagine the homer take is going to be yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Wild. I'm gonna say Wild 4-2, and I'm gonna go under on the over, under on the total points.
B. Gilly.
I'm gonna go with Anaheim.
Screw you. You're wrong. You're so wrong.
I think with Minnesota being on a back-to-back, it sounds like Fleury's not the goalie tonight.
Yeah, but did you see how good they played last night?
I have the freshly rested Anaheim team winning. We're going to go 4-3 on this one.
And I'm going to take the Wild, but I'm going to take this one's going to be a small scoring game, 3-1 for the Wild. Just kind of take it home, tidy, old school Minnesota Wild hockey tonight as they try to close down on the Anaheim Ducks, who, like we said, probably aren't going to get much out of the Wild, or the Ducks aren't going to get much either way. So that's where I'm expecting a 3-1 final for the Minnesota Wild. Now watch all our totals be blown up in the first period of play, which is probably all we'll be able to broadcast tonight, but we'll stay tuned and see what happens. Clem, as you sit there and thought about what's going on your computer screens, what are we thinking? How do
I find the lines?
Usually on Twitter, if you know who your team reporter is that always tweets the lines at practice in the morning. That's how I generally find my lines, over on Dolany TV, if I'm not lying to you.
So I can't find it on Sportsnet?
Probably not, no. So just being honest with you. Folks, if you're just joining the stream, welcome to Clemhawks. Our pleasure to have you along tonight. We are waiting for this game to get underway between the Ducks and Wild. We'll love to have your thoughts. If you would be so kind to throw them in the comments section here on the stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. The chat, as some would commonly refer to. And as we get ready for this one, big question remains of who will win. Obviously, that's what everyone's waiting to find out tonight, but at the same rate too, I'm just going to throw an ad. And if you're just joining the stream and would like to show a little support for us, don't mind maybe subscribing for more or leaving a like. Clem, I think tonight you've got the first 10 minutes of play-by-play is what we'll do, and then B. Jilly and I will divvy up the last 5 if that's good with you. But if you're rolling through and you're blitzing through that first 10 minutes, we might as well throw you for the full 20 if you're open to it.
We'll see. Yeah, I think 10 will be a good start.
All right. And boys, cheers up to everybody drinking water tonight. Look at us, health nuts. All right, I'm going to go refill my water. Talk amongst yourself accordingly. We'll be right back and get this going.
Well, I guess I'm the only one staying.
Like you got the floor.
I had to get another cup to be my holder for my phone so I can actually drink out of that cup.
Who do you think will score the first goal tonight?
It'll be. I'm gonna go with a Wild. Well, the Wild are gonna score first, but I'm gonna go with a Wild guess. Gosh, I'm gonna say. I don't know the roster. I do know the roster, but I don't know all of them. I'm gonna go with who is this? I gotta find the team. You tell me your thoughts first.
I'm going to go off the board a bit and say Marco Rossi for the Minnesota Wild. He's going to get the scoring goal.
I wanted to do that, something like that as well. Wild roster. It's not going to be somebody you'd think, is what I'm trying to say. Gosh, I kind of want to go. I want to go Sam Steele.
Damn, that It's really going off. Sam Steele played for the Ducks last season and for a few years.
I'll either go Steele or Dumba. Either one of them. Dumba might
Let's
get.
settle in and get this going. Are we ready for tonight's broadcast? Heck yeah, looks like we might be. Go to live, we'll hit it. And we'll
You're
see.
still talking to
They're still
Crosby.
finishing up. Still talking to Crosby. All right. It is what it is.
So I'm going with Marco Rossi scoring the first goal. Clem's going with Sam Steele. Who are you taking to score the first goal?
I think I'll take the cover boy, Trevor Zegras, just for the memes of it.
I like
guess.
how we go off the board and you go Zegras.
Why not, right?
I will say though,
Take the obvious pick.
Kaprizov's getting 2 goals tonight. 2 goals tonight.
Kaprizov is getting 2 goals. All right, that's bold. I like to see it. And we won't mind talking about that at all. Would be interesting to see Kaprizov come up and have a good game for the first game on Clemhawks. All right, but as we just kind of chart here into uncharted territory on Clemhawks,
Logan
folks, we're
says
already up
Joel
over-
Eriksson Ek will score the first goal.
you know what, that's not a bad call.
No.
That's actually a very good call as to who could score this first goal tonight in Eriksson Ek. I'm just going to quickly throw a calculation out there for you boys, just so you know what we're doing. In the first 26 minutes of the stream, we have 2.95 hours watched on the stream. Pretty fantastic start. Thanks to everybody that's tuned into the pregame. Hopefully we can get off the pregame and get into the broadcast here at some point, but we're just waiting for Sidney Crosby to quit talking to the panel on NHL on TNT. I think I ran out of pregame questions here 10 minutes ago, and we're still here, so really don't know what to add to you other than just kind of keep taking thoughts on whatever you want to talk about.
Well, let's go off kind of topic here, and since Sidney Crosby's on the screen, what do you think the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to do? They were down to, you told us, 3 defensemen for half of the third period.
This is true.
If all 3 are injured, they're going to have to make a trade instantly.
So would you, if, say, just coming from my biased standpoint of being an Oilers YouTuber myself, if you were the Oilers, would you try to sell for assets Ryan Murray?
Yeah. But I don't think Ryan Murray solves their defensive woes if those guys are injured for more than 2 weeks.
I don't think he does, but he's a warm body, and that's generally the best you can do at this point in the NHL when you start having guys banged up across the league. And for the Oilers, I mean, that would rely on the health of Philip Broberg to quite an extent, but at the end of the day, right, it would be a great way to get some big assets.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that.
All right. Other than that, Clem, you're just setting things up so as we can get the shorts, if there is a short to be had tonight between the Ducks and Wild. I want to get your take, because you obviously being the runner of this channel, how unreal was it to kind of see last night and going into this morning, that short kind of take off, right? Like, the last short I did was a Minnesota Twins short, and it ended up with 116 views in its lifespan, and here already in less than a day, your short has 825 views.
Yeah, crazy. I didn't expect it, but didn't try to either. So,
well, and that's just it, right? That's the one weird part about YouTube, kind of copying the TikTok trends there a little bit, is just I've seen some results with it, but I didn't know that was a capability in the middle of the night kind of deal.
It's a blurry video. It's blurry.
It is.
It's blurry.
It's not the greatest by any means, but it still works, right? And I mean, that's kind of the beauty of the digital age we live in. It doesn't have to be the prettiest to be the best. I love that there's also that, like, 3/4 of a second delay in there too.
No, I tried to match it up as like I was seeing it.
Oh, okay, that's it. Okay, I get that.
I'm sitting up in the rafters. You're not going to see the goal as soon as it happens. You got to give it like a tiny second delay.
All right. Wayne's Mount, crap more. That's great. Yeah. So as it currently stands, we're still waiting for this game to get underway here between
Yeah, frickin' puck drop
the
was 9
Ducks
o'clock.
and Wild.
9 o'clock.
Puck drop. Well, Clem, it's already 9:17.
I know, because National League TV, they're like, we gotta wait till all the other stuff's done.
This is true. And I forgot my water upstairs, so guys, quickly, I will be back.
Quack is back. Do you show the game? No, we can't due to copyright restrictions, as this channel is monetized to make money. We cannot show the game due to that.
You get to listen to my beautiful voice call it like a radio, and you could just sit and relax and enjoy your night and listen to me call some hockey.
Sure. Are we going more than one period? I hope so.
I don't know. I probably won't, but you guys might be able to.
We might be able to do what?
Go more than one period?
Not tonight.
Ooh.
Not tonight, unfortunately.
Ooh, excuses.
Any game that starts at like 6 o'clock, no problem. Heck, if it starts at 5 and I'm home on time, I can do the whole dang thing, but it's a little difficult to do a second period on a Wednesday night on an 8 o'clock game and try to expect to be out of bed by 6:20 in the morning.
Excuses.
Yeah, I wake up at 7:30.
Yeah, nope. Got to be on the road before 7:30.
My computer is burning up, though. Holy cow.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Mine's nice and cold.
B Jelly is just using it as an air conditioning in his room.
No, I'm trying to heat my room up.
So, on the poll now, 69% of people entering the stream tonight believe the Minnesota Wild will win. Great to see that we've got support from our Minnesota Wild viewers this evening. And as we currently sit, 81 views on the stream, B Jelly, and how about this? Back-to-back 68 view hours. You're a man who loves the views just like me. That's not a bad start to a live stream here on Clemhawks. Not bad, not at all. Other than that, I don't think there's really, again, we're still waiting for this one to get underway. It's one of those first experiences with the, I guess you could say, nationally televised games in the States under the new TV deals. So pardon us if we're a little new to this whole ordeal, but we'll get through it and we'll deal with it as time goes along.
I do have to go deal with my kids quickly.
All right, leave me to run my own shop. I don't mind. Yak's got controls here on Clemhawks tonight, folks. Welcome aboard. My pleasure to have you along for tonight's broadcast as we wait for the Ducks and Wild to get underway. It is a nationally televised game in the United States of America this evening as the Wild visit the Anaheim Ducks, who have played recently here on Clemhawks against the Florida Panthers. And I believe there's some rustling happening in the background. There's B. Gilly returning. So there you go. You know he's back. And, well, yes, this is our second hockey broadcast on Clemhawks of the season so far. And they're going to hype up Kirill Kaprizov here in the opening credits. And then they're going to hype up Trevor Zegras as well. All right, folks, you're back. What do we think? Zegras, Kaprizov, who's going to be more exciting to watch tonight?
Kirill.
B. Gilly, you're muted.
I was muted. I gotta go Zegras. As much as talent as Kirill has, he doesn't do what Zegras does. Zegras is your
he doesn't score as many points as he has this year either.
Zegras is your typical superstar player that is fancy. You never know what he's gonna do. Look at last year. A couple of cross goals, a flip pass over the net to Sonny Milano. You never know with this guy. It's not the same thing every game.
All right, well, as we get set, countdown to puck drop, $1:30 away. They're on the panel again talking. Clem, who are you more excited to watch tonight?
Kirill.
That was shooting fish in a barrel, wasn't it?
See, I feel like I got to be.
Oh, that's a good one. That's funny.
I feel like I got to be kind of on the Anaheim side to make this like a non-biased stream. in a sense.
Well, to an extent, absolutely, right? That's where obviously Clem will be doing our play-by-play for the first about 10 minutes of this stream or 10 minutes of the game. And then you'll be the Ducks analyst, I'll be the Wild analyst, and we'll have it all covered off. And Clem can just let his bias show as he believes it to come true on the screen. I mean, hey, if the Ducks score a fancy goal off the stick of Trevor Zegras, I don't think Clem's going to complain to try and turn that into a YouTube short by any means, are you?
He is.
He's in the zone.
We
He's in the
do
zone.
have a
He is ready for
comment
puck
from
drop.
Aaron Boone, though. Clemmy, where's the futon at?
The what?
The futon at.
I think he may mean futon, but
Oh.
Clem looking into the camera like that just killed me. I'm sorry.
Let's
Oh
go.
my goodness, that was phenomenal. Ooh. All right, puck drop. 8 seconds away. There's the futon. Ah, there we go. That's what we're talking about. If it's a correct score.
Oh man, I'm just now at the minute 30, so we're behind.
We're a little bit behind, huh? As who do we got here? We got Brendan Burke on commentary with Darren Pang. I believe this is my first chance listening to Brendan Burke this season. And as we get set for Darren Pang to give us some takes, we will just allow you to refresh your stream. Hopefully, get ahead of the game there a little bit,
Not gonna
Clem.
do
And
that.
no,
No.
okay, all right, and we will shut up and be silent a few minutes and let you tell us when this game starts, I guess, more or less, as 72% of the chat still favoring the Minnesota Wild to win this evening's game. So, Clem, it is on your cue, on your signal.
Yeah,
Whenever you are ready, tell us to
45
shut up and we will get
seconds.
this
I'm
one
at 45
ready to go.
seconds.
45 seconds, nice and
I'm already
dandy.
in on the game.
Yes,
I know, the game's
yeah,
already
I guess
started.
I should be watching
I
this.
got 30 seconds left. Holy cow, this is awful.
Okay, well, hopefully you can catch up. Maybe they'll go to commercial break. Something weird will happen, and you can catch up and get us going. But, yeah, I don't know. We're sitting here waiting for you to give this play-by-play call. Yes, you know the stream will be delayed.
Let's get to the starting goalies. It's Philip Gustafson, like we anticipated, and John Gibson for Anaheim.
Cool. There you go. Clem, anytime you are...
We got 7 seconds here till puck drop.
7 seconds. Aye.
Plus the Darren
Alright.
Pang talking.
Yes.
They're already a minute.
Lines, Max Comtois,
Gosh darn.
Trevor Zegras, and Frank Vetrano out there. Mason McTavish. Oh my goodness, they are just flipping through these lines faster than I can read. That's my apologies. Pavel Rignata. Oh, I can't. I'm getting one name off per thing here for the Minnesota Wild. And Anaheim Ducks. Clem, whenever you are ready again, you just let us know.
I'll start going when I see the players start playing.
I'm 56 seconds in already.
Yeah, I just got there. So.
Oh, we're getting through the goalies right now. Here we go. This is awful.
Our scoring might be a bit off there. These goalies are not playing to their potential.
And we're off. All right. The Wild win the face-off. That's a great start. And they're looking to go on offense early. They're setting up the lines. I don't know who is out there, to be completely honest. I see Middleton, though. He's number 5. I know the Wild decently well. There's a whistle already, 15 seconds into this game. I know the Wild pretty well. I don't know the Ducks at all. There's Kulikov. I know his name, number 29. I know that Zegras is 11. So we might actually get a few things right here. All right.
Fowler's number 4.
Who?
Cam Fowler.
I don't know who that is. Not important. All right. The Ducks win the second face-off. They send it over to the far wing, send it into the Wild zone, and the Wild will try to set things back up. Trying to get out of their zone. Doesn't look like very good. A shot on net already by the Ducks. It's blocked by Gustafson, and the puck rolls out of the Ducks zone. They'll have to reset it. So already one quick shot on Gustafson, who gives up like 4 a game or something like that. He's not great. The Wild try to get it past the blue line. Guy goes down. Is there a whistle? I don't think so. So the Ducks will play it up. And that could be icing. There it is. Thoughts?
I think so far a pretty fast-paced start of the game. I've just kind of synced myself up with you here, Clem. So we should be coming on to the face-off draw right to the right of John Gibson, where they just waved the guys out, if I'm not
That
mistaken.
really probably should have been a goal, too. I think it hit post. I don't know if Gustafson actually got a stick on it. What is it called when the dude false starts, basically?
Just, if he gets tossed out of the face-off dot, he gets tossed. If not, we just reset and redo.
Looks like the Ducks are trying to change here. Just a battle for the puck around the midline. The Ducks do have possession, trying to go into the offensive zone. A nice stick poke there by the Wild. Can't do anything about it. They'll reset around the back of their own net, try to get something going. Down the near side. And a pass to the far side. I'm not sure who that is. Number 12? I didn't think the Wild had a 12, but it's Boldy. Now the Ducks go the other way. Sent right into the stick of the Wild. They are just passing it back and forth between the two teams right now. You're supposed to pass to your own guys. They didn't know that, I guess. And both lines will change. Is this Fowler? I think Fowler's behind the net. Looks like that's number 4. 10 consecutive wins against the Ducks for the Wild. That is the longest streak in team history. That's amazing, actually.
All right, Clem, next whistle, if you could tell me what timestamp you're at, I'll get there for you.
Well, there was just a quick shot on net. Now it's 17:45. Merrill couldn't handle the puck. Luckily, that one went right back to the middle, but a Wild defender was there. The Ducks trying to go back into the offensive zone. They send it. Looks like they'll change again. Battle on the far side in the corner. Merrill will finally take it, go behind his net, and restart. Just playing it safe here. Now a quick pass up into the offensive zone, turned over, and a quick pass back to the defense. Man, the Wild can't get anything going here. They send it in. Looks like they'll try to make a change. The Ducks goalie, Gibson, is completely out of pocket. Man, is that Middleton, I think? Could have had a shot. And now the players are frozen. I don't know what happened there in the last 15 seconds, but the Ducks got the puck. They go into the offensive zone. It's 3-on-2. They freeze again. And we refresh the stream. It's been an awful first 5 minutes for both teams. They cannot get anything going offensively.
Just really the Ducks keeping the Wild out of it and the Wild keeping Ducks out of it. That's kind of what both these teams do in the NHL the past several decades, I guess you could say. So be interesting to see if this is an all-night thing or if the Wild can really figure something. Oh my goodness. Oh, Clem, you just missed a stellar opportunity there.
Well, we're back here. We're at 14:52 on the shot clock. Now, there's inside. Eric Sinek tried to shove his stick in there. He got rejected by Gibson. Eric Sinek still trying to battle. Sends it around. The Wild will keep it inside their offensive zone. Now they go behind the net. Boldy's there. Frickin' buffering again. My computer sounds like it's an airplane right now.
Oh, boy.
3 shots for both. Middleton sends it in. Can they make a change? Looks like they'll try to. Wild in the corner. I think that's Gaudreau. Kicks it out, fires it to Middleton. Near side, a quick shot. It goes off of Gibson. Nobody there for the rebound. That was close. I don't know who 26 is on the Wild. That's DeWar. He was not there in the right spot for a rebound, and a quick shot by the Ducks. Good save by Gustafson around the net. Trying to go middle. Nobody home. Wild will set something back up on the near side. Rossi kicks it up. Rossi looking for the puck again. It just goes off of number 10. I know his name. Jost. And a whistle blows. We're getting better.
Man, you're way ahead.
Computer's calmed down as well, so hopefully it doesn't lag as much.
Turn around here.
Ooh, big
hit.
hit.
Got my daughter in the background.
Kaprizov inside, and he just missed the net. I'm sure that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, Tyson almost won the
Is that
prediction.
that play you were talking about, Yak?
I think so.
Can I hear you? What the heck? Hello?
Can you not hear me?
Oh,
I can hear you.
there you are.
Okay.
How are you doing, Yak?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Well, that was a sucky first 7 minutes of the stream, but
Well, we're battling. We're battling. What time do you got on your clock there, Clem, when we went to commercial break on your
I
side?
don't know. It was like 14 minutes.
Okay, 14:03. We'll take that. Sure. Well, I'm literally lost. We're gonna have to find a way to better sync up, but 13:53 to go here in this first period. It would have been much easier to sync up when we said there was a minute and a half on whatchamacallit there. But is there a penalty up? Did you guys catch the
Yeah, it's
penalty against the
tripping.
Anaheim Ducks?
I'm in commercial, so I
It
have
was
no idea.
against Minnesota.
The Ducks are on the power play.
Yeah.
Ducks to the power play. Ooh.
My computer went from 56% battery or something like that to 31% battery in 17 minutes.
Geesh, do you have it plugged in?
No,
Oh, you should probably plug it
I
in.
will have to plug it in.
Alright, so we are halfway through this period almost at this point. And just a quick update on the back end of the stream, up to 138 views, folks. Thank you there again to everyone who's tuned in so far.
I'm at
2 minutes and
1341,
51
by the way.
1328.
1341 is where I'm at.
13:48. Okay.
Eric Connect missed an open net. Couldn't get his stick on it.
1/60.
Oh, that's a bad penalty. Was that Jost? That was dumb. All right. Ducks are on the power play, and they win the faceoff. So they'll keep the puck in the offensive zone. We'll see what the Wild kill can do. Trying to go in front. A good stop there by the Wild, but they kick it to the near side. I don't know who that was. It might have been Zegras. There's a shot from the blue line. And it stays in the Ducks zone. Goes wide, and now covered by Gustafsson. Is that his name, right? Gustafsson?
Gustafsson, you betcha.
Zegras tried to just jam that in there.
That was a really nifty power play animation they've got on the ice. That's a really nifty power play animation they've got on the ice.
Sure. That is really nifty.
The Wild win the face-off, but the Ducks maintain possession. They go near side, then far side. Kicking it around. There's a shot kicked off of Gustafsson, and the Wild can clear. They needed that. That was kind of a long shift there. I guess 35 seconds. It wasn't that long. But now the Ducks will set it up, looking for the trailing man. There he goes. Two men flying up the ice. Now they kick it over to the near side, number 33, into the corner, swinging it around, chipping it inside. Nice little battle here by the Wild, just keeping it on the outside, not letting anybody streak to the middle. There's a wrist shot. Might have been screened by a defender. 52 seconds left to go on the power play. Another slap shot that goes off of Middleton's stick. Middleton clears. And the Wild will catch another break, probably change again.
Can we just talk about how awful the Anaheim Ducks power play has been?
Yeah, this is awful. This literally looks like my grandma. The slow and on the outside of things. Look at another clear by the Wild. This is bad.
It's actually been a pretty good penalty kill by Minnesota. I'll give them that. They're winning puck battles.
They're good at hockey.
But I'm saying it's a terrible Anaheim Ducks power play because they're ranked 31st in the NHL. That's what I'm talking about, boys.
Well, 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Still can't get the puck inside. They swing it out. Zegras will walk in, kicks it back out, and the power play is done. So there you go. Good job by the Wild. They survive, and now they've got a rush here. Boldy, 3-on-2 with Jost coming out of the pen, and he was on the wrong side of his stick, gets kind of caught up, now goes to the corner. So nothing looking good for the Wild. They'll give it back to the Ducks. Ducks will chip it in and reset themselves. They'll go to the bench and change. 11:15 to go here in the first. Big shot down to Boldy. Can he beat them? He's close. Roughing it up. And a duck hits the floor. Can the Wild keep possession here? They just had a huge opportunity with momentum, getting it down into the Ducks zone. And the Ducks cannot quite get it outside, so Minnesota keeps it with possession. Zuccarello inside, trying to get it to Kaprizov. They're just fighting behind the net here. Swinging it back and forth. Nobody has really had, like, solid possession in this game. Even the Ducks on the power play, really.
Oh,
Look at this. They can't even find the puck, and the Wild will keep it in their defensive zone. Trying to push. Kaprizov goes off his stick. Zuccarello can't get there. Who's 36? Is that Zuccarello? Yeah. Hartman's 38. Just about 10 minutes to go. Merrill kicks it to the side, and now it's a race. Inside, 56. I don't know who that is. Mason Shaw, I'm guessing it's 58. He had a wide open look into 53. I don't know who these guys are. What the heck? There's a slap shot. Blocked it. Oh, what a shot there. That's 56. Who's 56?
Sportsnet.
It's not up there.
Oh,
That's not a real number. On the
are you in the live tracker?
Yeah. I'm on the roster.
Oh, Cramarosa. Don't be on the roster. It's on the. Yeah, it's Cramarosa. Joseph Cramarosa.
I don't know who that is.
The Wild signed him. I did a video on it.
Oh. Well, he just missed like 3 shot opportunities, or like at least passes. Inside, Ducks trying to go wrap around. Great defense.
Oh, by the way, I finally synced up with you.
Oh, good.
I'm about
I
10
don't think the
seconds ahead.
Wild. The Wild have like their 6th line out there right now. I have no idea who any of these guys are. 23. That's Rossi. Good save by Gibson. This has been awful broadcasting, folks. I am so sorry. Middleton inside. I don't know any hockey terms. Behind the net. Backhanded. Oh, good stop there by Gibson and maybe a couple of Duck defenders. Rossi can't beat him to the puck. The Ducks will take possession. Rossi playing aggressively. He is like skating between the red lines here, trying to create some offense. Look at this. Now he's playing defense, and he finally leaves for the change. Little chip shot in. Gustafsson grabs it with his glove, and he will hold on to it for a whistle.
That move, Clem, that's the old tucked it into his hip pocket move right there, where he just grabs it with the glove, puts it up against the hip, and calls her a day. That's the old tucked her into the hip pocket and called her a day kind of move. But yeah, no, I think so far, like you said, neither team really setting anything up. And B. Gilly, you've watched more than us, but not to give away what you've watched. Is there anything we've missed that really is of substance?
Clem said it best when they were giving the puck back and forth to each other. It's been a really sloppy first period by both teams. Really good penalty kill. I'll give credit to Minnesota there. But other than that, it's just been kind of dump and chase. No one can actually get pressure going sustained for a few shifts. And, I get Minnesota's on the back end of a back-to-back, but you can't start a game like this.
It's true, right?
Hey,
Yeah, especially if you won last night. It's still 0-0, absolutely, but there's different types of 0-0 starts, and this has not been one of the good ones for either team so far.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that because the Wild have not had like any real good shots. Maybe the Kaprizov one, but yeah, he went wide.
The Kaprizov one was quite dangerous, but didn't pan out to be as much as it could have been, and that kind of sucks. But as we currently sit, just one last update of the watch hours before we get back to action. 70.7 watch hours. So boys, we should be sitting in on our best watch day of the month. Ooh, would you look at that? I think our best watch day of the month so far is 16 hours. So to be at 17.7 on just this stream is a pretty big get, given the fact of what else is going on over there on Clemhawks tonight.
You like who they're interviewing right now on the Anaheim bench?
They got, good old Dallas Aikens. Clem, you may not know the history of Dallas Aikens as a non-Oilers fan, but Dallas Aikens does not hold a good place in Oilers history.
Oh, okay. I'll believe you.
That's really all we need to
Well,
say.
it kind of seems like in Ducks history too, the way they've been going.
But that was kind of the idea for the Ducks, right? Is to go down and then try and rise up. Obviously, yes, John Klingberg a part of that plan to get assets and get somebody in the door for him at the trade
Hey,
deadline.
get calling the game.
What?
Get calling the game.
Showing the game.
All right. Number one rule in broadcasting, by the way, is don't miss the game. And freaking national television TNT is missing the game by talking to a dumb coach. What are they doing?
As Oilers fans, we have to agree with the coach statement.
Anyway,
Yeah.
another missed shot there by Camarosa. That was actually good. Playing great defense, great attack, and just couldn't quite get it off the stick. Inside 25. Is that Duhaime? No, he's hurt, isn't he? I don't know. Trying to kick it inside. Camarosa playing great defense and offense at the same time. Kicking it back to the blue line. Swinging it around to Eriksson. He tried to tuck it. And Boldy was just out of position there. They turn it over. Ducks are going to have a great opportunity here. One-on-one, but they can't corral the puck. And then that's just a great hold by Brodin. Brodin is number 25. That was quite a lucky break there for the Wild.
Very close chance for the Wild there off the post.
Oh, man. Now I don't know if I'm behind. But...
No, the one you said that he just missed.
2-on-1. Who is that just laying on the ice? That's funny. He pulled the NHL move there. Just 2-on-1 for that. He literally just went arms out, laid on the ice. Zegras inside. No, that's not Zegras. That's 21. Kick back. I don't know if that was a backhand or not. Now they're going one-on-one. Jost couldn't quite get it. Trying to beat his man. And now it's 3 Ducks on 1 Wild. To the blue line.
And he almost got through.
And that almost went in off of Gibson and kicks out left. Near side. Middleton trying to go in. Can't quite get a good defense there. 56? Who's 56 now?
I think we justified that was Camarosa.
Oh, I thought 50. Oh, who's Adam Beckman? I don't know who that is. Camarosa's 56. Beckman's 53.
We're figuring it out on the fly. I love it.
Yeah. Show the game. Goodness sakes. That puck was right in the middle of the ice, and the dude was focused on the little guy in the corner. I can't call a game if they don't show the puck. Okay. Looks like the Ducks are coming out here 2-on-2. They drop it back to Zegras. Zegras to the middle. And great defense there. I'm not sure who that was. Might have been Camarosa. Maybe Beckman. I think that was actually Beckman. Great job, though. Now the Ducks trying to go into the offensive zone. Another good stop by Brodin, just playing the puck. They'll kick it out to the blue line. No, they don't. It's a fake. Into the corner. And the Wild are just good at poke checking right now. A little chip shot inside. And I think that was stopped by Gustafsson. Now a little squall here on the roll on the boards. And then here comes
Is this going to be
getting to the next guy.
Liking it. So Dewar is 26. Rossi is 23. So we're figuring out numbers. B. Gilly, anyone on the Ducks side? You're noticing that, that post chance, that's exactly what you were talking about, eh? Right off the edge of the post and slides right goal line and out kind of deal.
Yeah, 2 great opportunities for Minnesota with the real Kaprizov chance and that one. But, goalies say the post is their best friend, and we've seen it on that play.
All right, as we head into commercial break, we're just enjoying a good 0-0 game now between the Wild and Ducks. I think that last little sequence there, Clem, I think you would agree has kind of livened things up a little bit for the Ducks and Wild. Just simply put, both teams having to get a little bit more involved in defense and a little bit more on offense in this one now all of a sudden.
Yeah, I hope somebody roughs somebody up, puts somebody on the ice. I haven't seen, seriously, I haven't seen, one hit tonight.
That's true. That's
probably because, the player safety department is going down on everyone right now.
It's true. The player safety department is clamping down pretty heavy right now.
8 people casually watching. Thank you guys.
The
Thank you to
NHL is
everybody. That's a
soft.
huge game. What?
The NHL is soft.
You're not wrong.
Listen, in the
Not
NFL,
like it used to be.
in the NFL, you can completely decapitate somebody, and all you get is 15 yards. These guys got literally they look like rhinos out there. They got pads on everything.
All right. Well, live from the Honda Center, we are ready for another
name for
game.
a center.
Bit of action.
Honda?
Honda Center. I've been to the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. I
When
actually
were
went
you in
in
this
2007. When I was a young kid, I went to Disneyland.
Also, why are people driving trucks in California? I feel like that's against the rules. Go back.
Probably is.
I passed the Honda Center and the Staples Center.
I've seen the Staples
There you
Center.
go.
That's pretty cool. All right, Brodeen kicking it up. He gets it inside, and this is Beckman trying to fight him off. Over to Boldy. Boldy, oh, he would have had that. He'll have to kick it around, and now finally somebody hits the ice, but it's a Wild player. Little chippy in the corner, far corner. The Ducks will send it down. They might reset here. And the Wild they'll keep it going, keep the tempo up. Puck just rolling around. Boldy kicks it over to Beckman. Beckman with a shot. He goes middle, and it's blocked. But the Wild keep possession. Looking for the one-timer to Dumba. Dumba didn't handle it well, and now they'll just fight for it on the near boards. Dumba
And if Ducks fans
Boldy.
had a dime for every time they said Dumba didn't handle the puck well.
Who?
If Wild fans had a dime for every time they said Dumba didn't handle a puck well.
They'd be rich.
Probably would be rich. Here's Boldy kicking it over to Kaprizov, and all of a sudden we jump to an upcoming schedule, so we must have been delayed or something happened there. Yeah, now we're frozen again, so let's just reset the stream. Thanks, Apartment Wi-Fi, for buffering.
Kirill Kaprizov was fined $5,000 on Tuesday
Well, that's stupid.
for his high stick on Drew, or roughing or high stick for Drew Downey.
The NHL is soft. All right, here's Hartman or Zuccarello. I can't quite tell. And we're frozen again. Freaking dumb.
Mason, you want to take over?
I will take over till Clem figures this out. We're at 3:20 here in the first period. Wild able to keep the puck in at the blue line. They'll get it around deep into the Ducks zone. It'll go back to the point right hand shot, keeping it in down to Kirill Kaprizov, who's in behind the Ducks net. He'll get an opportunity to walk out into the far side corner. He'll go deep pitch and catch, and now back to himself at the far blue line. Shot comes in, pad save by John Gibson on the shot, and again that right hand shot at the left point, keeping the puck alive for the Minnesota Wild. And finally the Ducks, after a pass to the middle, will be able to get it into the neutral zone. Wild come up with it. Zuccarello plays it ahead to Kaprizov, and Kaprizov's going to work along the near side boards, try and take it somewhere. Zuccarello behind the net looking for an option. He's going to walk back to the far side blue line. You're good. Take it away.
Wild with a shot. Good save by Gibson. It goes off the boards and wraps around. 2:17 to go here in the first. Kirill Kaprizov keeping it in his zone. Over to Zuccarello, looking for a one-timer. Spurgeon joins the party. And now Kaprizov looking for the tip inside. That was close. The Wild gets some great shots there, but now turn it over. And Middleton playing great on Zegras. That is Zegras. And Zegras was kind of upset with him. He just kind of pushed him. Like, what is he, a baby? Like, he's pushing a stroller or something. Goodness sake. That was the, laziest move I've ever – what is he going to do, push him over? Anyway, Zegras is not having a good time right now. He finally exits to the bench. And now the Wild get called for icing. Ooh, a little chippy there in the corner too. Who's that
A
guy?
little bit of a push, that's for sure.
58?
Good pressure by the Wild there last few minutes. They're tipping pucks on net. Good quality saves by Gibson as well.
Mason Shaw. I mean, he's been having a little fun out there.
He's definitely been stirring it up, I think, for the Wild, and that's been a benefit. Is all of a sudden a little bit of physicality that's picked up in this game has kind of opened things up a little bit for both teams, and suddenly now we're starting to talk about a little bit of action in the Ducks zone for the Minnesota Wild. That last about 3 minutes was quite heavily sustained within the Ducks zone. So hopefully here a sign to come the rest of the way home for the Minnesota Wild in this one.
Little drop pass and a good shot there on the far right wing. And the Wild will have to corral it back in their own zone. Dumbo looking to just get it up the boards. Lots of pressure there from the Ducks. They'll have to settle down in their own zone as Rossi and the rest of the Wild will change. Kick that is off of Gustafsson, and the Wild try to push up again. A minute left to go here in the first. Lots of chippiness. Beckham and 4 other Wild players all surround the dude. Also, Benoit is the number 13 guy on the Ducks. He's got the anger issues. And Eriksson Ek, left wing, puts it inside to Brodin. Brodin looking middle. They would have had a wide open shot. Eriksson Ek, all he can do is just try for a backhand. And now Eriksson Ek loses his stick, looked at the ref like, where's the penalty? Eriksson Ek, get your balls in the game and stop complaining. That's 2 times that Eriksson Ek would have had an opportunity right there if he would have just been in position. Instead, he's rotating to the net and backhanding it and then complaining to the refs. And now Eriksson Ek is now in a chokehold. What is this? What is this?
You can say the NHL's soft, but the next time you turn around, somebody's in a chokehold and getting mangled in front of the net.
Oh my God.
B. Gilly, just kind of your thoughts on, I guess, the Ducks having to up their physicality on the Wild to keep them away from getting to the net.
They're getting Minnesota Wild, wild up. There was no pun intended on that part, but you get them going as Minnesota actually got a power play out of it. You get them rattled up, Minnesota gets out of their game.
Kirill Kaprizov, he's a champion. Let me tell you what, he's a man. That guy's a man. He's getting mauled out there is what Mr. Dean said. He's not getting any calls.
Oh, so now he knows how McDavid feels.
Probably, I'm sure.
Just 97
Oh,
things.
the Wild are on the power play. Look at this. They better score in the next 37 seconds. They lead in the shot category 15-12, but really, I mean, there haven't been more than 4 or 5 shots that have been really, really good, and a lot of them came in that last 30 seconds. So anyway, the Wild will have basically 1 or 2 opportunities here as they kick it up the boards, try to get into offensive territory. Now they'll drop it back to Kirill Kaprizov. Looking for Hartman near side. That's actually Zuccarello, my bad. And the Ducks kick it out. So will they get another opportunity here in the next 10 seconds? A shot inside to Eriksson Ek, and Gibson was out of position. Zuccarello, if he would have gotten there any quicker, might have been able to take a shot while Gibson was on the outside of the crease, and they will kick it down to the end of the first period.
That's it. That's all she wrote. No, just kidding. We got a little bit of recap here. We're an hour and 8 minutes into tonight's broadcast. It's 8:55. I got 5 minutes to spare. All right, boys. What do we want to talk about after that first period of play?
I'm gonna say nothing worthy enough to be a clip.
The first 10 minutes was really sloppy. Then they both teams found their game and added a lot more shots, good tips, getting traffic in front for Minnesota. Anaheim got through that little 2-minute stretch of pressure, and good on them.
And yeah, there's really not much to write home about in that first period, I don't think, for either team. You can take your obvious bend don't break lessons out there for both teams, but that's really about all she wrote. So Clem, I'll let you put the bow on this one, wrap it up, and let's finish this one out.
Yeah, I'm really sad that I didn't get a clip tonight, but it is what it is.
I still think if you can clip that one where you were talking about the player diving on the ice, that would be the ultimate one.
I'll take that.
That'd be a good little clip. I can mess with that. I know how to tag and title that one for you.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, Clem, carry us home.
I'm a little sad tonight, but the Wild are going to come back. They'll win. It's fine. I won't be sad anymore then.
All right, boys. I'm Yak. He's B. Gilly. He's Clem. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. It was our pleasure to have you along this evening. We are up on out of here.